with Prince William leading the happy life that Harry said he could never have. Now, we all remember this, right? When in his bid to get taxpayer-funded security back, Harry told the High Court, or he wrote to the High Court, "It was with great sadness for both of us that my wife and I felt forced to step back from this role and leave the country in 2020. The UK is my home. The UK is central to the heritage of my children and a place I want them to feel at home as much as where they live in the moment in the US. That cannot happen if it's not possible to keep them safe when they are on UK soil. I cannot put my wife in danger like that, and given my experiences in life, I'm reluctant to unnecessarily put myself in harm's way as well." So apparently that is the reason why Harry and Meghan fled. Now, I mean, there have been several reasons, haven't there? I mean, are my recollections now varying, Kins? But
no.
I mean, apparently it was all because UK security just sucks, which is
right.
insane. And that they were going.
And he had the security before he quit his job. He had the security that he's asking for now. So it was privacy. I mean, at the end of the day, we know ultimately why they quit. Meghan didn't understand why they were selling postcards with her face on them in the Windsor gift shop, and she wasn't getting a percentage of it. I mean, that at the end of the day, that's what this is about. They wanted to commercialize Meghan's newfound celebrity that she'd been working on every Shakira audition and 90210 BJ. So I think that we all know what the ultimate reason was, but they did throw out things like privacy and security to try to justify their actions later on so that they wouldn't look like such shallow villains. But they've shown their true colors. Don't forget, in the Oprah interview, and I think in other interviews, maybe even in Spare, Harry says that his father and his brother are prisoners.
Yeah. Exactly. And there's
only one person that looks like with a frown on their face every time I see them, looking like they've got a one-way ticket to hell.
Oh, we're getting there. Don't you worry. Because right now, and again, of course, it was security. That's why he had to leave, not because Meghan was so bullied and so upset and all these other, BS claims. But here we have his brother and his family. My God, they look so nice. They look so great. And in fact, in a story I did this week for News Nation, I had a source actually tell me this. A source who lives in Berkshire near the Lambert School say, Harry goes on about how his kids couldn't have had a private life in the UK, but after this weekend, I beg to differ. There was no security, no fuss, and William was just doing a normal dad supporting his kid. This was at a multi-school triathlon event. It was a wonderful thing to see, though moms were swooning a little as, good God, William's handsome. Harry is a liar. His kids could have had a full, private, fulfilling private life surrounded by their loving cousins. Last weekend proved it for me. He's literally ruined their lives as far as I'm concerned. And you do have to wonder about that, because right now we see photos of Lily and Archie alone, just by themselves, wandering their grounds. Meanwhile, Louis, Charlotte, George all seem to have a lovely social life, good life, and there were no security guards around.
Well, they are. I mean, we also don't want to say that and put them in jeopardy. There are security guards around. They just look like normal people. So it's not like Prince William rolls up with an entourage. They look like normal people and they're sprinkled around. So it looks like there's no security, but they are heavily protected.
You know what? You are correct. They're not pulling a Harry where the guys are like pistols bulging out of the side pockets. Exactly. Like, we're here for security. And you're like, oh, geez, Louise.
Harry and his entourage, yes.
Thank you. His friends, his paid friends. And it's so stark. Again, I'm going to show this photo because here's the family. Here's that family. They look loving. They look happy. Now, meanwhile, this is Harry this week. Harry went to a polo match by himself, hanging out. That's Nacho, his friend, his one friend who's not on the payroll, and Nacho's wife. Meghan is nowhere in sight. And then 2 days later, he shows up to Jose Andres's book party.
Jose happened first and then the polo match, but yes.
Thank you. I'm getting it all a little flumbled, but that's okay. That's me. I flumble.
At the end of the day, the point is 2 events where Meghan Markle is MIA.
Exactly. He's flying solo. No kids, no wife. And it leaves me with the question of, do they actually have anything in common? They've been together for 8 years. Take sex out of the equation because, you know, she's always going on like, how hot is my husband? And he's like, mommy, I love you. But what do they actually have in common that they could sit down and chat about? And
their hate for the British royal family, their paranoia. I mean, really, at the end of the day, what they've had in common is the us versus them mentality that Meghan worked so hard to develop within Windsor Castle, as they were, you know, looking at Frogmore Cottage renovations, thinking it's not enough. But I do want to make the point that the difference between Prince William and Prince Harry is that Prince William married someone that understood the assignment. She is a high street girl. I can watch Catherine and catch her in a blazer from Zara, and I can jump on Zara or eBay, and I can wear the same blazer as the Princess of Wales. Meghan Markle is dripping in jewelry, dripping in expensive couture, at Paris, hijacking Paris Fashion Week. She wants that all over the internet. She's posting that to social media, her feet up as she passes Diana's gravesite. Meghan increases their vulnerability by showing her luxurious lifestyle on social media. She increases the appeal to predators, is how I would put it, by flirting and just showing bits and pieces of the children. I've talked to law enforcement that say there are creeps that take this as a challenge, and now they are fixated on knowing what those children look like. I mean, the difference between Harry and William, and why William is capable of living a comfortable and carefree life, despite cancer, despite losing his grandmother, his grandfather, his dad's cancer, his mother's cancer. I've never seen Prince William look so confident and content, is because he chose the right woman, and he found a partner that comforts him and that gives him that confidence and that calms him down when you know what hits the fan. Prince Harry found somebody that tickles his paranoia, that when he goes, I'm so ticked off, she goes, yeah, you should be. Actually, you should be more ticked off. Meanwhile, she is posting these weird pictures of their kids online, and she's posting all of these expensive things that she owns in her closet on the internet, and she's increasing their security concerns.
100%. Also, in a place like Los Angeles or the environs, which Montecito is, where we know that South American gangs find out when you're not home, or even if you're home, and they will rip into your house. They've done it with many celebrities. It's a huge problem there. But also, not only is she showing glimpses of her kids, she's selling candles of what they smell like. Ew. I mean, it's just so creepy. Whether it's what they smell like or not, it is evocative of her children. And it is, you're right, it is absolutely creepy. And I find it interesting because Harry keeps saying over and over, I'm coming to England this summer. You know, he wants the security. Of course, he's not going to get it full time. This is something that is not going to happen, despite him putting it out there in the press that he'd been assured he's going to get it any time now. However, not going to happen. Anyway, you guys, I just want to say thank you so much. Again, I appreciate you guys welcoming me back, welcome me into the community in general. I adore you. Please like, please subscribe, and I hope to see you tomorrow, where we're going to break down that royal wedding, because ha ha, It's gonna be good. And then on Sunday, I will have the celebrity crash report for all of those who want a little something, something outside of the days of our Montecito. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.